late. I feel like I probably look as bad as I am feeling today. I don't know what is going on with me personally, but I am having tummy troubles. Major tummy troubles today, you guys, and it is taking me out. Like, I have been down bad, crying at the gym all day, and like not in a fun way in the slightest. So I'm hoping that I can make it through this live. If it cuts off abruptly, I apologize. I don't know what is going on, but I am not well. I am unwell to the fullest degree. So again, I am so sorry that I'm late, you guys. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what is happening. My whole family, we have like not been feeling right. I don't know if it's travel, like this was, my first weekend at home in a couple weeks, which I was so happy to obviously be home. So I don't know if it's just like, I don't know what. I honestly don't know what's going on. I don't know if it was traveling, maybe my body is finally like shutting down. I don't know what's happening, but today I have been so off. Like, I mean, I know I've come on here without lashes before, but like fully coming on without a lick of makeup, my hair, at least it's brushed, you know what I mean? And I was really late and I apologize. Y'all, I don't know what is going on. But I was like, I refuse to cancel today's happy hour hang because I was like, no, we had 2 misses already this month. Like, we skipped the first 2 Wednesdays of this month. So I was like, I refuse. Like, it really messes. I don't know about anyone else, but it really messes with my routine whenever we can't have these happy hour hangs. So I was like, no, I must power through. I'm just warning y'all, it might be a little bit shorter than normal. I'm feeling like okay for this exact moment, but I also don't want to jinx it. But it's might just be a little shorter than normal. And again, if anything ends abruptly, just know I'm so sorry and I will be back Wednesday. And hopefully this is a 24-hour situation. You know what I mean? That's what we're praying for. We're praying for 24 hours of whatever this nonsense is, because it's taking me down. I've been down all day. Down all day. Also, I'm sorry if this is a TMI. I'm always like, am I sharing too much? But also, I just have to be FFR with you guys. I have to be honest. We're a fam, we're a community. So I feel like I have to be completely honest about what's going on, bodily functions and all. Also too, whenever I like show up looking like a hot mess, I feel like I have to explain myself. Because obviously, normally I would not come on here without lashes. Like, me and lashes are like peanut butter jelly, the ocean and sand, the sky and clouds. Like, just know whenever I come on here without lashes, the day is not going as the day was planned. You know what I mean? Also, Maria is in here. Reggie is in here. Britt, George, Amy Underwood, Diana is in here. Lorelai, Patty, Cousin. Hello, Jessica is in here as well. Jelena is in here too. Jelena said, I'm looking forward to hearing the Taylor Swift father getting publicly involved. I am very interested in this situation because we've been hearing grumblings about this. We've been hearing grumblings about him getting involved. But I feel like we thought he was getting involved with Justin Baldoni. And I don't think we were fully correct with that theory, but we're gonna get into it. Betty is in here, Robert is in here as well. Let's see, Dave popped in, Kate is in here too. Kate said, here in Costa Rica, it's raining a lot. Please be safe. I know, also thank you, Carla, you're so sweet. You guys, I feel like there's been some extreme weather going on. Also, hi, Kim. I know it's really hot in certain places. I just saw Betty checking in from Miami Beach. We also have a member from Arizona. I know it's like really extreme temperatures places. Hi, Amy. And then also, I don't know if you guys saw over the weekend, there was a huge storm in South Lake Tahoe. So we literally just missed a really big storm, which is crazy. It was super scary. I'm, seeing all of the damage that came from it, and it was insane. So we had just missed that by one weekend, which is insane. Yeah, Robert said it's 100 degrees right now in Arizona. Christy said it's high 90s in Kentucky with the humidity 99 here in Michigan. Oh my God. Also, I'm going to Arizona for a bachelorette party in July, and I know it is going to be hot as you know what. Hot as Hades butt crack. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. I'm already mentally preparing myself. OMG, not Arizona in July. I know, Lorelai. And it's so funny. The bride said the same thing. She was like, I know it's crazy that we're doing Arizona in July, but she has friends here in LA. She has friends in St. Louis. She lives in New York, so really she's traveling the furthest, but she was trying to pick somewhere like centrally located for all her friends. I know, Robert's like, you guys may or may not pass away. I know it is going to be warm, but my plan is be in the pool at all times. And I will be wearing not as few clothes as Bianca Sensory. I don't know if you guys saw this. This isn't even on the rundown for today, but I don't know if y'all saw. Look up the photos. Wear sunscreen. I will, Robert, because as you can tell, you guys, this weekend, I was a bad skincare girly. And I did not put on sunscreen very well. And I will say this was really bad, but shout out to Tano. I'm telling you, Banana Sap Magic, you guys, that skincare brand that I'm working with, Tano Skincare. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on TikTok. Please, if you're on TikTok, please follow Tano Skincare. Please. But I'm also telling y'all, you guys should have seen this yesterday. I was freaking out that I let myself get that burned. And the Banana Sap Magic, chef's kiss, literally looks so much better today. But, oh gosh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, I was talking about Bianca Sensory, you guys. Bianca Sensory over the weekend was in New York with Kanye. What's going on with their relationship? Lord only knows. But this girly pop was literally wearing an edible bikini. Remember the like candy necklaces that us millennials used to wear and we'd have a little snack? Bianca Sensory was wearing a bikini made out of the edible candy in New York this weekend, literally going into a restaurant. Girl. Ew. But I'm saying I will be wearing minimal clothing in Arizona when I go in July, but not that minimal. You know what I mean? No, it's, again, going into a restaurant like that, gross. I do feel it's on the restaurants to start banding together and saying we're enforcing a dress code even if your name is Kanye West. Like, we don't care if your name is Kanye West. Your wife needs to be wearing appropriate clothing when you're going into an establishment, like a thong edible candy bikini. I'm sorry. Well, I am eating some spicy tuna crispy rice. I do not want to see Kanye West's wife in candy. Leave that for the boudoir, not for all of us out here. You know what I mean? Like, so gross. Crimson Rose also just popped in. Amy Underwood. Hello. Justice did as well. Banana sap, Betty, S-A-P, banana sap. That is the ingredient that Tano Skincare, they're the first skincare company in the world to study the effects of banana sap on healthy skin. And the effects are literally insane. I won't bore you all with the science during this live, but go to their Instagram. I'm gonna put it here. Go to their TikTok. It's literally the same on Instagram and TikTok, and look at the research. Look at everything. You guys, truly Truly, truly amazing, amazing, amazing stuff. What is banana sap is literally sap from a banana tree. And they use a very specific type called Musa bulbiciana. And they harvest it from Hawaii. They use the same farmer. It's pretty amazing stuff. But the ingredient is literally amazing. Like literally helped my sunburn in 24 hours. Like insanity. Also, kids at the restaurants, I didn't even think about that, Robert. But tea, honestly. I don't have any Ariana Grande updates for you today, Terry, but we are going to be talking about Justin Bieber. Terry, I know you like Justin. We're also going to be talking about Cardi B, you guys, Jay-Z and Kanye. Jay-Z was shading Kanye, Timothée and Kylie Jenner, Justin and Hailey, and then we'll get into the Taylor Blake, Justin Baldoni situation. It does not it does not smell like bananas. No. So their products are all natural, clean ingredients. They actually follow European skincare guidelines, which now learning about European skincare guidelines versus US skincare guidelines, insane. I think the US has banned 30 ingredients that they can put in skincare and makeup. Meanwhile, the EU has banned 1,600. Okay, that's spooky in and of itself. So all clean ingredients. It does not smell like bananas. Their only product that has a scent is the body butter, and it smells like a coconutty tropical vacation is the best way I can describe it. It smells like something you want on your skin all the time, honestly. Marie said, have you tried Selena's Oreo cookies? No. Y'all, I'm slacking, Marie. Can I confess something to you guys, and then I'm going to get into the tea because, again, I don't know how much time we have, and I want to make sure that I can get into everything. For everyone who's just tuning in, I'm dealing with some stomach issues today, and I'm down bad crying at the gym. So we're going to do our best to power through, send all the positive vibes. Hi, Allie. Hi, Sandra. I have not tried the Oreo cookies because I haven't been to the grocery store. I haven't been to the grocery store since I've been back. I've just been like powering through. I've been so busy. I've been like doing fridge cleanouts and also door dashing, which I know is not good, but I'm like, need to get back on the health kick, you guys. Got to get back to the walking pad. Got to get back to cooking. Got to get back to tightening up. But that's why I haven't tried the Oreo cookies yet, to just be completely transparent with you. But I probably should and do a review. I feel like I'm seeing some positive reviews in the chat. They're good. Robert said they're really good. Those Oreos are abnormally good. I'm just saying, I need to try it. I know. DoorDash shame. Shame. Shame, 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 shame. Like, it's true. That might be the issue, honestly, that I haven't eaten at home. Probably. You guys, I don't know what. It's, I don't want to discuss you with the details, but just know you can see it on my face, struggling. Try it with coffee. Oh my God, yum. Always and Forever said, girl, I was sick last week and it was horrible. Okay, see, something's going, now I'm like, do you think I have a bug? Probably. Brat diet, literally. Honestly? Okay. Oh wow, okay, a lot of you have had a little stomach bug going around. Okay. You're giving me a lot to think about. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the tea. Thank you, Real Life Southern Barbie. If you guys are here and you've not given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. Also, if you're new here, subscribe, stick around, come hang, join the House of Hill. We're a whole bunch of fun. Also, if you guys are considering joining the membership, please go ahead and do so. With the membership, you get access to a members only live every Tuesday, members only video every Friday, and you get access to our House of Hill group chat. Okay. Oh yes, George, please tell Vicky we said hello. Getting into the tea, you guys, kicking things off, talking about Cardi B. After 7 years of hearing about her talk about a second album, we're finally getting it. Cardi B is going to release her sophomore album, if you can believe literally only going to release her second full album of her career, not until September, so we still got a while, but she at least announced it this weekend. She released the album art. The title of the album is Am I the Drama? She is going to have 23 tracks on this album, including some of her prior songs like WAP and Up, which it feels insane to me that WAP is being included on this album. WAP literally came out during COVID. Like, that single came out during COVID, and it's just now being placed on the album. Wild. She also released a new single called Outside, which seems to take some hits at Offset. I'm sure the entire album is going to take some hits at Offset. But in her teaser video that she dropped this weekend, she said, 7 years, I'm not back, I'm beyond. I'm not your villain, I'm your karma. Okay. Nicole, hi Madison, hi everybody. I hope you're having a great day. I hope everyone has a fabulous week ahead. Hi Nicole, I'm so happy that you were able to tune in. 23 tracks is so unnecessary. It's probably because of all the older singles. Britt, that's how I feel. I kind of feel like 23 sounds impressive, but also not impressive because it's been 7 years and you're putting songs that are 5 years old on the album now. I'm sorry. I mean that with actually the utmost respect. You know what I mean? Cardi B has had several children in these 7 years. She's a mother. She's had a lot of relationship ups and downs. So I'm meaning absolutely no disrespect. I just also have a little bit of a lack of filter today because the brain cells are not braining. But I just feel like, is anyone, I don't know, I guess for me, after 7 years, a lot of my curiosity surrounding Cardi B's music has kind of died. Like for me, I think of Cardi B as more of a internet personality who sometimes releases music as opposed to the female rap girly. Like when she came on the scene, I feel like she came out with such a bang. She came out with so much force, like Grammy wins, literally all over the charts, was everywhere. And then after that, it's been more so her making headlines for being an internet personality and then sometimes releasing singles here and there. But again, you know, I will be interested to see what happens. I know Outside is already doing really well. Cardi B does know how to mass produce a hit. I mean, WAP was huge, Up is huge, was huge. And I say what you will about her, she does know how to produce these commercial hits that everybody loves. So obviously we'll wait and see, but I don't know about 23 tracks. Do you think she can deliver 23 back-to-back hits? I don't know, y'all tell me. Y'all tell me. Sandra said, hi Chica, you look so young without makeup. I know. But thank you, right? I always look at that as like a, oh my God. But then I need to remember, like, when I'm 40, I'm gonna love that. I'm gonna be like, please tell me I look so young without makeup. It's really the no lashes that's the spookiest. It's giving naked mole rat. That's what I always say I look like with no lashes. It's giving naked mole rat, but at least I'm tan, so it's not as spooky. When I'm pale and don't have lashes on, hide, like literally beware. Beware, it's giving Halloween. If all 23 songs have the same flow, I know. We'll see. You know what, we're remaining optimistic for the girl. She's been able to work on this for 7 years. If you had 7 years to be cooking up a new album, it better be hit after hit after hit, different sound after different sound after different sound after different sound. You know what I mean? Gabby, we are just wrapping up talking about Cardi B releasing her second album after 7 years. And now we're going to move on to Jay-Z shading Kanye. Didn't think we'd see the day. So Jay-Z, you guys, over the weekend made a surprise appearance at Beyonce's final Cowboy Carter show in Paris. Also, yes, we have a release date for Cardi's album. it's September 19th. So still, in my opinion, like really far away. September feels, I know it'll be here kind of quick, but it feels like a lifetime away from right now. I don't know about anyone else. I'm like, girl, that's fall. We're in summer. We're living our best summer lives, even when we have a stomach bug. You know what I mean? I can't even think about fall, you know? But Jay-Z, like I said, made a surprise appearance at Beyonce's final Cowboy Carter show in Paris. And they performed Crazy in Love together, which I'll be honest, I'm jealous that I didn't get to see that. Love Crazy in Love. I love old Beyonce more than anything. He also performed in Paris, and he changed a lyric in that song, which, by the way, for those of you who don't know that song originally, it's a Jay-Z and Kanye collab. And in the song, in the original song, Jay-Z has a lyric where he says, "Just might let you meet Ye." And instead, when he was performing this weekend, he said, "Just might let you meet Bey." So he changed Ye to Bey, kind of omitting Kanye West from their collab while performing it this weekend. People are taking that as Jay-Z and Beyonce making a stand against Kanye because he has spoken ill of not only them, but of their children. And I'm with you guys. I'm like, if somebody came for my kids, I would have an unhinged comeback. I feel like this is a very hinged response, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think this is shady enough, dare I say. I feel like this is just in line with the performance. Like, Kanye's not there, Beyonce is. Why would you not easily sub in her name for his name? I don't really feel like this is giving as much shade as it needed to. You know, I feel like Kanye said out of pocket things about you and your children. I would come at him with a lot more than just changing his name in a song, you know, but that's just me. I'm not Jay-Z or Beyonce. I don't know. I'm seeing all the headlines. It's like Jay-Z shaded Kanye. And I'm like, I mean, I feel like he made a subtle dig at Kanye, but also was it really that big of a dig? Because again, it kind of worked with the show. You know, he was performing with his wife. Why would he not sub in Ye for Bey? Yeah, for those of you who missed it, Kanye said really bad things about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids. He made fun of their appearance. He alleged that the reason why Jay-Z and Beyonce hide the twins is because of he just made allegations about like their mental capacity and how they look. Just know, not good. Not good. Again, the things that Kanye was saying about their kids, I would have had an unhinged response. And I feel like this is a very hinged clapback. But also, again, really clapback. I feel like he was just changing the name because it fit in the lyric, to be honest. Yeah, you guys, it was bad. It was when he was doing all of, I mean, you're like, what time? What time when he was doing all of those tweets? I know Kanye was tweeting for a long time. Now, you know, remember, he's not doing that anymore. But this was probably like 2 months ago when he was like really in the thick of all of his insane tweets. Color said, so toxic, and Kanye is just not like a dad kind of person. No. Jelena said, if Jay was petty, he'd change him saying Ye to Bey in the actual song. Exactly, like release a re-record and totally erase Kanye from the song. Honestly, that's what I feel like would be way better. So Jay-Z should do that, honestly. But we're going to go ahead and move on and get into this Timothée Chalamet and Kylie Jenner tea. because this is interesting and I'm curious to hear y'all's thoughts. Also, hi, Joy. I didn't see you pop in, but I wanted to make sure I said hi. If you guys could give this video a thumbs up too, that would be incredibly, incredibly helpful. Definitely give this video a thumbs up because we're gonna talk about Timothée and Kylie, then Justin and Hailey, and then we're gonna get into the Taylor Swift, Blake Lively of it all. Also, hi, Care Bear Gratitude, a slay. Hi, all, finishing watching this while on the walking pad. Yes, Care Bear Gratitude also got a Deer Run walking pad, and they're iconic and amazing. And Care Bear Gratitude, I'm so happy that you're loving it. Okay, Timothée Chalamet, Kylie Jenner, you guys. This is coming from a new report from Radar Online. Timothée Chalamet is still reportedly distancing himself from hanging out with the Carr Jenner fam. This insider said that he is still distancing himself, quote, over fears they'll end up trashing his A-list career. This insider said Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, and Khloe cannot understand why he's so antisocial and downright snobby towards them. This is not the first time we've heard this. We've heard this pretty consistently throughout Kylie and Timothy's relationship, and I think it's interesting because we always hear the same people. We always hear that it bothers Kris, Kim, and Khloe. We never hear a peep about Kendall or Kourtney. I feel like they do not give an F, but allegedly, we always hear the same three, Kris, Kim, and Khloe, have an issue. Another source said that Timothée appreciates the Carr Jenner fam, but he's wise enough to be aware that they want to possibly use his name and connections for networking purposes. He does reportedly tend to attend Kris's gatherings, but he is reportedly always there briefly. The source said he's rarely there longer than an hour, and anytime he can find an excuse to bail, he does. This insider said he maintains ties with Kendall because he and Kylie will occasionally hang out with Kendall. This insider went on to say that Timothée has seen Kanye, Lamar, Caitlyn, all who have been ruined once Kris got her claws into them. He'll be damned if that's his path. The source added that Timothée has a very smart head on his shoulders and has made this decision for himself. What do you guys think about Timothée Chalamet allegedly keeping a safe distance from the Carr Jenner fam? Honestly, I don't think it's a bad move. I don't think it's a bad move. Song of the Fear said, exactly. Timothée sounds smart. Valeria said, hello everyone, glad to join the live. Usually an after watcher. Oh my God, yay. I love when after watchers are able to join the live. Sierra, first live of the summer. Yeah, school being out. Sierra, school's out for summer, girly. You get to make these happy hour hangs live. Yay. And the members only live tomorrow. Hopefully you can make it at noon Pacific Standard Time tomorrow. I love that for you, Sierra. Always and Forever said, love. It needs to stay that way. I mean, Tatiana said he's trying to protect himself. I'm not mad at it. Caught alive, yippee. Yay, Monica. First live since having a baby 3 weeks ago. Legabs. Congratulations. That is absolutely amazing. I agree. I feel like I know that Khloe and Kim probably see this as disrespectful, but I understand Timothée wanting to keep a little bit of a distance, at least for right now. And you know what? It sounds like he at least does have a respect for Mama Kris being the matriarch, because this insider said he will attend Kris's gatherings, albeit briefly, but he still shows up. So he's still showing face. He's still going to Mama Kris's events, AKA, dare I say, out of the three, I think that's most important. And we know Kylie and Kendall are very close. Kylie met Timothée through Kendall, so of course he's gonna maintain hanging out with Kendall. Also, they're all around the same age. They all run around with the same people. Like, to me, him being cool with Kendall makes sense. Again, he does make time to go to Kris's events, even if it is for a little bit, he's still going. I'm kind of like, do we blame the man for protecting himself? I think he is very much aware that a lot of times the men who the Carr Jenner women pull into their orbit lose their own identity and very easily become Kylie Jenner's boyfriend, Kim Kardashian's boyfriend, Khloe Kardashian's husband. He is not trying to have that happen to him. He is like, I am Timothée Chalamet. Chalamet. I am no one's plus one. I am trying to be the GOAT. I'm trying to have a very successful career. I'm trying to win an Oscar. I think he is very aware of the slippery slope that comes with dating a Kar Jenner, and he is doing his best to put boundaries in place and make sure that no line is really crossed with that. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Again, I do believe, in my own personal opinion, that Kim and Khloe do have a little bit of a problem with him, because we have heard this consistently. But I think they have to just let him figure this out. I don't think it'll be like this forever, but I think for right now, he's acting cautiously. Zachary Thompson said, her family isn't his well yet. Let them be two separate people. Again, I'm with you, Zachary. I feel like if things continue to go more seriously, obviously he's gonna have to not keep these boundaries up because Kylie's close with her family. That's not gonna work. But for right now, I think it's okay. You know what I mean? Teresa, hi. You missed that I'm unwell today. So this live isn't going to be as long as usual, but I just could not cancel. We've talked about Cardi B. We're talking about Timothée maintaining a safe distance from the Kar Jenners for right now. And Jay-Z shading, barely, Kanye West this past weekend. Yes, he is maintaining his own image away from them, which is smart. Joy said, I see both sides. It's family, though. They should hang out and get to know, especially if they are for life. 1,000,000%. And that's what I'm saying. I think for right now, it's okay. You know, for right now, he shows up to Chris's gatherings. He's there for a little bit. This is what that source is saying. He hangs out with Kendall. You know, right now it sounds like Kim and Khloe are the ones feeling slightly shunned, which is not okay long term, but I think in the interim, you know, if this boundary works for him and it works for Kylie, I think it's okay. Obviously won't work forever though, because again, family is family, and at the end of the day, Kylie is really close with her family. Let's see. Jessica said, no offense, they would props want him on camera and he really doesn't want that. I think that's his biggest thing. Like, he's like, I will not be on that Hulu show. And fair. I think him appearing on the Hulu show would be so bad for him. I think he would get roasted. I think serious actors would not take him seriously. I think him appearing on the Hulu show, while like we would like it and we would appreciate it and we'd be like, oh my God, Timothée Chalamet is on the Kardashians. Producers, directors, studio execs, I don't think they would be feeling the same way. And he knows that, which is why he's very cautious about that. And honestly, I think Kylie knows it too, and I think Kylie's okay with it. You guys, like I've been saying, I think Kylie's down bad in a good way for Timothée Chalamet. And if they're both cool with the boundaries they have in place, that's really all that needs to be cool with it. You know what I mean? I'm with you, Sierra. I feel like Kylie doesn't even really want to be on the show anyway. So Kylie's probably like, honestly, stay away, because then it's easier for me to stay away, and then there's no risk of you even having to be on the show. Superstar Bella said, Kylie is just happy to have a man, so whatever he wants is cool with her. Timothée has a right to set boundaries. I kind of feel the same. Again, long term, would that work? No. But for right now, hell yeah, brother. Do it. Okay, we're going to move on and get into this Justin and Hailey update, and then we're going to talk about Taylor and Blake Lively. If you guys are here and haven't given this video a thumbs up yet, please go ahead and do so. We have over 170 people watching, and I know people are going to want to get into this Justin and Hailey tea. Kate said, I mean, they aren't like a normal family. They all have said repeatedly that they think of everything from the business perspective, so I think he just doesn't want to be leveraged for them. T, Kate, T. Okay. Justin and Hailey. Marrona mia. So, I'm not Italian, but, you know, sometimes the only thing that really gets the point across is a little Italian. Hailey Bieber, you guys, was spotted in New York City this weekend not wearing her wedding ring. She was seen at breakfast in the West Village and later at dinner with friends without a ring on her finger, okay? Then, to make matters even worse, I'm dying. Diana said, not surprising. Diana's like, what did Justin do now? Then, to make matters worse, Justin reposted a video on his Instagram story of this person talking about the silent treatment. And it was like a funny video, but the person's like, if you're giving me the silent treatment, at least tell me why. I have anxiety. I have overthinking. So you know the internet. Hailey was seen without her ring. Her and Justin are fighting. She's giving Justin the silent treatment, and Justin just admitted that on his Instagram. I'm saying that's what the internet was theorizing. That's what the internet was speculating. The internet was spiraling. Hailey did put her ring back on the next day, okay? But obviously that did not stop the speculation about their marital issues. What do y'all think? Honestly, it's a clown. I hate Hailey just wants clicks. I mean, that was like savage. Teresa said, y'all, we said she would have the baby and run how many years ago? The rumor mill's in full force. AI is real. I mean, here's the thing. And I hate contributing to the rumor mill, you guys. But like, I actually think something's up. Okay? The Selena Hailey unfollow situation. Why did they unfollow each other? When you really put out this image that everything's peaceful, okay? That's my number one. Number two, now she's seen without her ring. Oh, she's pissed. Hailey, I'm with you guys. Hailey is chronically online, okay? Hailey knows not wearing her wedding ring and being out in West Village and going to dinner with friends, Girly Pop knows the TikTokers are going to be salivating and they are going to blow that up. Like, she knows. And Justin posting that thing about the silent treatment, like, I don't think Justin's filtering himself at all. I kind of believe that's what he was feeling at the time. Justin is not thinking before he posts. You know what I mean? I think Justin literally saw that relatable video and was like, yeah, repost. I feel that. And that's what I'm experiencing, you know? I do think something is up. Is it something they can't get past? We hope not. We never hope for divorce. We never hope for a couple to break up, especially now that a baby's involved. But like, something is, in my personal opinion, I feel like something is up. Something feels suspicious. Tamara said, didn't Courtney Revolution predict this when we had the other show, which shall not be named? Justin and Hailey get married, have a baby, then a divorce. Yes, and the reason why was because of the no prenup situation, and we always said, like, I mean, if she has a baby, set for life, you know? Which is still true. But it definitely feels like something is up. It definitely feels like something is not right. Brittany said, it's weird there's no pap videos of people hounding her about no ring, which make me think these are all paps she called to make a statement to say, watch me to Justin. Brittany, I like where your head is at. I like where you're thinking. Your neurons are firing on all cylinders today. Hailey and Justin are never getting a divorce. They'll be miserably married until the end. Come on, they coordinated their actions for publicity. I mean, it does feel orchestrated, but also at the same time, I do think they're going through it. I think two things can be true at once, to be honest with you guys. I think Hailey can know what kind of attention this would get. I think Hailey would much rather have people talking about her not wearing a wedding ring than people talking about why Justin is unwell. That's honestly why I think they do it, Jelena. I think in Hailey's mind, and this is just my own pure speculation, because I do think she cares about optics, I think she would much rather have people talk about her not wearing a ring and there possibly being marital issues than people talking about Justin Bieber crashing out and being on something, not doing well, being an unfit parent, him going through trauma. I think she would much rather have people talk about her not wearing a ring, because in her mind, I also think that gives her power, right? In her mind, her being seen out in New York, out to dinner with her friends, not wearing a ring is like, yeah, I'm that girl. My husband's acting a fool on social media. I'm going to go out with my friends and not wear my ring. Yes, and that's the energy it's giving. It's not giving like, oh, woe is me, I'm the victim. That's giving, my husband's acting a fool at home. I'm flying across the country and I'm doing me. And again, I genuinely think would much rather have that narrative going on than the crashing out narrative that's happening. Also, too, we've been hearing about how, Hailey is about to save Justin financially. So I think, honestly, Hailey's feeling pretty good about herself, to be honest with you guys. Justin's spiraling on social media aside, I think Hailey is feeling like, you know what, when it comes to the two of us, I am looked upon as the hero right now, and I think she's capitalizing on that. And as she should. She's put up with a lot. So let her have her flowers. You know what I mean? They're going to hella prop her up to make JB look bad and create this wedge. She's a billionaire. She has the upper hand 1,000%. She has the upper hand completely in the situation. She's making the money. She has more positive press. She also, I think, is seen as a little bit of a stronger parent. 1,000,000%. Hailey has the upper hand, and I think she knows it. TBH. Obviously, we'll wait and see. Tomorrow, get ready for, I'm sure, some sort of update on their relationship. But, yeah. Again, I think two things can be true at once. I think a PR stunt can be orchestrated, but I also think real problems can be happening behind closed doors. Just saying. Okay. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys haven't done so already. We're getting into the Taylor Swift, Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni of it all. So, you guys, Taylor Swift, as you all know, this news broke a week ago, that Taylor Swift is being dragged back into the legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. A judge ruled, Justin Baldoni had a small win, that Justin Baldoni and his legal team could have access to text messages between Taylor Swift and Blake Lively as it pertains to the film. Okay? Blake Lively's team tried to keep these out, and the judge still said, nope, those are not privileged. They do have some evidence here. You're going to have to show those text messages. Now, we had been hearing rumors that Taylor Swift's dad was involved in trying to help Justin Baldoni. That's what the rumors were saying. This was pure rumor mill, pure TikTok detectives, pure blind items, all of this stuff. When the judge ruled that the text messages were fair game, there were rumors that Taylor Swift's dad was helping Justin Baldoni. But I don't know if that's the case because this source is saying something differently. This is coming from a source who spoke to the Daily Mail. They note that this source is from Nashville and claimed that Taylor's dad, Scott, is preparing to push back against the court's decision to protect Taylor's privacy. The source said, "This is a blow, but I doubt Scott will take it lying down. He's reportedly looking for loopholes to challenge the ruling and keep Taylor's private messages out of the case." So it sounds like Scott, Taylor's dad, doesn't want the text messages revealed either, which again would tell me that it's not a matter of like being pro Justin or pro Blake. He's just trying to protect her privacy in general. But I think people were really having this conspiracy theory that, you know, he was helping Justin Baldoni. And I don't know if after hearing this report, I believe he's helping Justin Baldoni's legal team. Like, I think still at the end of the day, the number one priority for anyone on Taylor Swift's team and her family is Taylor Swift. Jelena said, "Not gonna lie, it's giving fight in public, work together in silence." Okay, that's an interesting theory. Like, have people put it out there that we're gonna fight this, but really behind closed doors, we're working together. That's very fair. Marie said, "Now I want to see those texts even more." Superstar Bella said, "Text messages will get you in trouble every single time." Oh my God, y'all. I was telling Mama Hill this morning about the Tyler Perry lawsuit and his text messages. And she was like, oh my God. But it's true. Text messages will get you in trouble every single time. Just know if you text it, it can be used against you. Even if you don't think that person ever would. You think Taylor Swift thought that Blake Lively would ever use 10 years of texts against her? Probably not. But look where we are. Lorelai said, "Never text her, it'll come back to bite you." I've told you guys this before, but it always reminds me of my communications law professor in college. She would call email evidence mail. She would literally be like, if you would tell her, "Oh, I sent an email," she'd be like, "You mean an evidence mail?" Because anything you ever put in writing and send, evidence. Literally, tell Diddy about it. If you text it, it can be used against you, especially now with the cloud. That damn cloud. Everything goes up there. Okay? And they can find it. It's crazy, but it's true. So yeah, I don't know. I personally want the text messages to be released because I am curious. I want to see what exactly was going down. And I'm very curious as to why Blake Lively's legal team did not want those out there. I feel like there has to be something in those text messages that do not help their case. I don't think Blake Lively's legal team is purely trying to protect two girlies' conversations. I think Blake Lively's team doesn't want those text messages out there because it reflects negatively on their case, which makes me just even more curious to know what is in there. So we'll see. But Papa Swift is on it. Papa Swift is dialed in. Papa Swift is very aware of what's going on. So we'll see if a loophole is actually found or if, like Jelena's theory, is a possibility that we look like we're at odds in public and then in private we're working together. We shall see. We shall see. These are only in regards to the movie. Exactly, Betty. The only texts that they can pull are text messages in regards to the film. So we are not going to see 10 years of text messages come out between Blake Lively and Taylor Swift. It will only be text messages as it pertains to It Ends With Us. Those are the only things that the judge is saying need to be turned over. Anything that does not pertain to the film, not included. Yeah, honestly, the Karen Reed trial was another good educator about encryption. And you think when you're Googling things on your private tab, like the private browser, you think that can't be traced. That can be traced, okay? Just assume everyone's always watching. Just assume nothing is private on your phone. You know? But also we're not doing anything illegal, but PSA, you know? Yeah, Lorelai said also, just for edification, if you think deleting texts erase them, it doesn't. Again, just know, if you've pressed send and it's gone whoosh, RIP, it's out there. It's out there, anyone can see it, and, you know, it's done. It's been sent. Good night, Patty, be safe. But yeah, you guys, that is all the tea I have for you on this happy hour hang. I am so happy. Even in this chat, Mona Lisa, I love it. Justin and Hailey, they're seeing everything we're saying. Diddy, seeing everything we're saying. The Kardashians, seeing everything we're saying. No, that's okay. We're good. We're good. But you guys, I'm so happy that I made it through this happy hour hang. I literally sent a text to the fam before this and I said, please send the vibes that I can make it through this live because I do not know. And we made it through. I know it's a little bit shorter than normal and I apologize, but a live is better than no live. So thank you so much for being here. Jordan, I don't watch Love Island. And I know that should result in me being shamed. Like, shame. Not only like shameful on a being in the celeb tea world front, but also literally one of my best friends who got married last weekend, she married a Love Island producer, like also my friend. So I'm also being a bad friend because I'm not supporting his show. So shame everywhere. Shame here. Everyone's watching it. And I know I'm being bad. I need to. I just haven't. And now I feel like I'm too far behind. But I see the things. Like I know something really major went down last night. I know everyone's pissed. I know everyone is mad. Because even my friends were texting today being like, we need to know what's going on. This is crazy. So I know. But I'm sorry. I'm such a lame person and I don't watch Love Island. I'm also still in like my Chicago Fire haze. But you know what I did do? And then you guys, I really gotta log off. You know what I did do this weekend is I finally watched Sirens on Netflix. I know I'm late. I know I'm behind. But if you haven't watched Sirens yet, it's with Julianne Moore and Megan Fahey and Kevin Bacon. So good. A twist at the end that I did not see coming. A little bit of dark humor, drama, a culty aspect. Highly recommend Sirens on Netflix. So good. Oh yeah, I still watch The Valley. The Valley is like getting kind of dark though, in my opinion. Because Jax is just like actually ridiculous and he's kind of no longer fun to watch on our TV because it feels like we're giving somebody so toxic a platform, and I don't love that. I don't love it. But no, Sirens is so good. We Are Liars. I've been seeing that. I know I've got to watch that. I'll add that to my list. I will add it to the list. There's also a new Julianne Moore, Sydney Sweeney. I think it's a show. I don't know if it's a show or a movie, but it's on Apple TV. So definitely check that out. And other movies you can recommend. Look up I'll just look it up really quick. Hold on. Oh my gosh. And then I'll go. Julianne Moore. Oh my gosh. I can't spell. Sydney Sweeney. It's called like East River. Echo Valley. Echo Valley. That's something. The trailer looks really good. It's on Apple TV. Sirens on Netflix. There's another show that Mama Hill just started watching, but I cannot think of it. If you need a fun, like, this movie just popped in my head because I was like, oh, I kind of want to watch this. If you are looking for another, like, good 2000s rom-com that you want to throw it back to, I know I recommended America's Sweethearts last week, but my 2000s rom-com throwback of this week that I'm recommending, that if you've never seen, you have to see, is Never Been Kissed. Never Been Kissed, Drew Barrymore. If you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. You can find it on Amazon Prime. But that is my throwback recommendation of the week, is Never Been Kissed. So, just saying, put it out there. Okay, you guys, I love you all. Thank you so much for bearing with me during this live. Y'all are the best. Y'all are iconic. Give this video a thumbs up. Shout out to all of our after watchers. Shout out to our International House of Film members. And I will see y'all on Wednesday at 3:30 Pacific Standard Time. Send the vibes that by Wednesday, I'm feeling better. All right, you guys. Bye, guys.